What is going on?
What's going on in 101 Country is going on here. This is what's going on in 101 Country.
Hello and welcome to In.form right here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today in the studio we welcome Carol Schwoeppe to talk about the upcoming St. Meinrad Fire and Farm Expo. Good morning, Miss Carol. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for inviting us to the station.
So we've got a amazing event coming up on Sunday, October 6th in St. Meinrad, of course, that you guys are putting on as a fundraiser and whatnot, and we would love to hear more about the Fire and Farm Expo. So for those who are interested, a reminder to all of our listeners and viewers that this is going to be in Central Standard Time, although our viewing and listening is half in Eastern Standard. So keep that in mind, and if you have any questions, of course, you can find all the information online. So, Carol, what do we need to know about the upcoming Sunday, October 6th event?
Well, we have so many activities, both for family and children to come here, food to eat, antique tractors and farm equipment to see. Everything starts around 9:30 Central Time in the morning. And if bring an appetite, we have lots of great food. We have grilled chicken dinners, barbecue and plain, pork chop dinners, also burgers, and then we have a bake sale. So for your sweet tooth, everything's homemade. Also ice cream, and then kettle corn and cotton candy.
That's a lot of sweets right out the gate, but I kind of love it because, you know, we're getting into fall, and what's better than those comfort foods, especially as we go into the colder months. And Carol, you made a very, very important point that we want to make sure that everyone knows right out the gate as well, is that this is a fundraiser for the St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department, and this is the only fundraiser that you guys host. It's once a year, so really showing out and showing up and showing support is really important for you guys, right?
Right, that is correct, Kaitlyn. The chicken dinners and the pork chop dinners are part of it. Plus, we also have a raffle, which is a cash raffle, prizes, a half pot, and then a silent auction full of some really nice items to bid on.
Yes, and all of this goes back to the St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department and all the things that you guys provide so far as services and resources, because volunteer fire departments are the backbone of first responders, especially here in southern Indiana, so making sure you guys have the resources you need is just super, super integral. And before we go into the more scheduled type of events for this this Fire and Farm Expo, will you tell us a little bit about what the St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department does all for the rest of the year when you guys aren't fundraising?
Throughout the year, all the firefighters are also first responders, so they are called out for field fires, house fires, accidents, any kind of situations at a house, that an illness or something like that. Also, they visit schools during Fire Safety and Prevention Week, so they're always training plus serving their community.
Yes, and that is so integral. Once again, Sunday, October 6th from 9:30 a.m. Central to 3 p.m. Central, or 10:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. I did that all by myself
in
my brain.
Very good. Very good.
So let's run through the kind of the mainstays, the things that are super important for that day. And where is this, before we get into all of these things, where is this going to be located?
So we are in St. Meinrad. We are at the Community Center and the St. Meinrad Park, which includes all the Early Antiques Day Tractor Club, Antique Farm Equipment Club, which has grown so much. That is also a free event, so if anyone wants to bring in any antique farm equipment, they have those demonstrations like thrashing and some other demonstrations throughout the day. And they also have a fire parade, like at 1:30 Central Time.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool to see the older tractors go down the streets of St. Meinrad. And then also, we do have live music. The Sweetwater Band, which is Jeb Gilliam, they perform during the day. And let's see, the fire department, we talked about the food and all those good treats that are there. Free children activities.
And free children activities, and with that, it is free admission for this event as well, right?
That is correct. It is free.
So tell us about what all the kiddos can expect, because that's a huge deal, too, having the kids come out and support this.
Right. So bring your family out, all the children. There's something for them to do. To start out with, if you've ever heard of a straw dig.
What is that?
The straw dig is we put straw down, and there's hidden items in the straw, and the children dig through the straw to find these hidden items.
So similar to a needle in a haystack,
Correct.
but with straw.
Right, correct. And fun prizes, no needles.
Oh, that's a plus, definitely. So, the straw dig, something that, maybe adults wouldn't partake in because we know how itchy and uncomfortable straw can be. But for the kiddos, that's going to be a fun fall activity that I don't think they're going to forget.
No, they will not forget. There's also a children's tractor pull and pedal course for them to participate in. There's a corn boxes. I'm not sure what the corn boxes are. That's new this year. There's also a hand pump duck race.
Oh, what's that?
I've seen those where you have the duck and you have to pump water to make the duck go. And then also some corn shucking. And then also there's an inflatable 40-foot course this year for children to play through and go through.
Get their energy out.
And let's see, make sure that, let's see. Also for the first time this year, we have the North Spencer Archery, which we'll be doing 2 demonstrations, one at 9:30, and I have to look at my schedule. The other one, I think there's another one on here, but for sure at 10 o'clock.
So they're having to imagine going to see archers in their profession early in the morning. That sounds like a very fun time, something unique, again, to the St. Meinrad Farm and Fire and Farm Expo.
Correct, it is. And then throughout the day, Life Flight will also make an appearance depending on weather and their job duties. So they'll be there to show a few things with what would happen if you had to be life flighted somewhere, or what does it look like inside that helicopter.
Something that is super neat to see, but at the same time maybe a little less scary if you were ever in that situation, because we hear and see the helicopters and we're like, oh, what's that? What's going on? And so now you get an actual demonstration. Again, if all the factors permit and whatnot. So there's a lot to do throughout the day. I'm also seeing Dr. Popper Balloon Artist might be there as well. So there's a lot of kids-oriented things. Right.
He does make the balloon animals. Of course, I'll do pop sometimes. But so he is there. It's his second year there. I know we also have sorghum. Homemade sorghum will be there, the Hubert family. I'm trying to think of all things. We have so much going on, especially at the Early Days Antique Club.
Right.
All of their antique farm equipment.
And I will say, again, we've got a lot of diverse people who partake in restoring tractors or just have tractor equipment and whatnot. If you have any questions about something you've got at home and you're not a online forum person, this is the time to talk shop with these people because they've experienced this and they can give you a little bit of guidance, which is something that not a lot of places offer, but it's great to have and to see the pride that goes into these tractors and their restoration, and the club itself is really neat.
It is. It is very neat. And also, you can bring your antique farm equipment. They do not charge if you want to put it on display, and they do have some awards for various categories.
That is so exciting. So, again, just an amazing, low-cost, if not free, event. If anyone needs information about signing up or registering for these kids' events or, of course, the tractor show and whatnot, do you guys have that available online, or is that something that's going to be at the fest and you sign up there?
You can do both. And then also, if you visit our Facebook page, St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department, there's our flyer is on there with all the information and contact numbers.
Perfect. And so we get into lunchtime a little bit after. How are we closing out this Fire and Farm Expo? It ends at 3 p.m. Central, so not a full-day event, but it's a good window of time to raise a lot of money.
It is, yes. So bring your appetites because, for lunch, early lunch, right after church services or anything, the grilled chicken dinners are served. I have to say they're pretty good, or a pork chop, or if you're like, I don't want a full meal, we have burgers available. And then, as I said earlier, bring that sweet tooth because the Ladies Auxiliary, we make homemade baked goods for the bake sale, windmill chill ice cream, then also kettle corn, which smells so good outside, and then also cotton candy.
Yes, so you guys are going to have a plethora of things to kind of choose from no matter what you're going for. Or I know a lot of times people just want to come get their homemade styled food and they take that meal home and it makes 2, if not 3 meals because we've got some little appetites around too.
That is correct. The meals can be eaten inside at the community center, outside at picnic tables, or you can take it home.
And we are getting into fall and the craziness of weather season, luckily enough. Rain or shine, what are we expecting so far as weather conditions?
What we hope for a beautiful fall day, as always, nice temperatures. We do have the dinners are indoors. The raffle tickets, the bake sale, all those are indoors that you can purchase those or sit down and just visit with each other.
That's the ideal. You want to make sure to visit with each other because, again, the community is really just integral no matter how big or small we're talking about here. And then at the end of the day, around 2:30-ish Central, of course, you guys are having your raffle and half pot drawing. So that's gonna be a big prize that someone gets to take home.
Right, that is correct. So at that time, they draw for raffles. They also do the silent auction item, announce the winners, and half pot.
Yes, so a lot of different variety there. Miss Carol, did we miss anything or anything you want to make? There is a lot going on in such a small window of time, but
really
you guys have been planning this for a while, I suppose.
Yes.
So it's a lot of great stuff to be able to fundraise and keep doing what St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department does.
That's correct. So I think we have been doing this for over 25 years, especially working with the Early Antique Tractor Club. Working with them, it just makes a super fall event to take a drive, stop in St. Meinrad, walk around a little bit, and just have a good time and relax. Get to know our firefighters who are there working as well, but they're busy. The fire trucks will be out, their equipment will be out for display. Take some pictures. Usually we have a little display set up for pictures as well.
And I mean, it is never out of character, never a wrong time to tell these first responders thank you for what you do because they cannot hear it enough, and hopefully we cannot say it enough for them because they put their lives on the line in so many different ways.
That is correct. They are on call 24/7, and they go out throughout the countryside of Spencer and Perry County and a little bit of Du Bois.
Right, and it's harrowing work for sure. Carol, remind us one more time if we need any more information after this interview or we want to go make sure to support the Volunteer Fire Department online. How best can we do that?
Okay, you may go to our Facebook page, St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department, and we will have a flyer posted on there and event information, and then just kind of a reminder, it's Sunday, October the 6th at St. Meinrad Community Center and St. Meinrad Park. So walking around, fresh air, and just free activities for the kids, lots of food to eat and enjoy, and some raffle tickets and silent auction items to purchase.
Very good. Carol, thank you so much for your time today. I think they sent the perfect spokeswoman to come talk to us today about all this.
Thank you.
It's definitely getting me in the fall mood. So we appreciate your time as always, and we look forward to this Sunday, October 6th event for you guys.
Well, thank you for inviting us, and we're looking forward to seeing everyone there as well.
Very good. Very good. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam. Of course, thank you so much to Miss Carol Schwoeppe from the St. Meinrad Volunteer Fire Department. And thank you so much for tuning in to In.form right here on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Remember, Sunday, October 6th, 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time is the St. Meinrad Fire and Farm Expo.